Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Wildflower Tea and long time no see, my friends. I've missed you all dearly. I know it may not seem like it because I've been a little MIA for the last God knows how many months, but I promise I have. Some of y'all may recall about a little over a year ago, I moved back home to my hometown where I grew up with the hopes and dreams of building a homestead. Let me tell you, homesteading is not for the faint of heart, and we aren't even like full homesteaders. We have electricity. We still use electricity. There's a lot of homesteaders out there that are fully sustainable on their property, providing for themselves with, no electricity, all of those things. For us, we want to be able to sustain ourselves with our property. We want to raise livestock, be able to grow a flourishing garden, and teach our children the principles of how to survive. The economy in which we live in is not getting any better, as I know you guys know, and it has been rough. It has been rough. So having a homestead, I think, is extremely beneficial for everyone to just get back to the roots of simplicity and know how to survive if the world goes crazy, as the world is going crazy. With that being said, though, our homestead has grown quite a bit in the past year. I think the last time I talked to y'all, we had I think maybe like 13 hens. Now we are well over 20 some hens. Over half of those are laying hens, and they do provide eggs for us. And we are some egg eaters in this house. We love eggs. Okay, so I'm very grateful to them. The other half are game hens that are mostly raised because of their bloodline, and that also provides an income for us. My husband's more into the bloodline of things and all of that than I am, but I love helping him take care of the animals. A lot of the caretaking does fall on me, and that is something that I have also been teaching my children as well. I think it's amazing for them to be hands-on with the animals. So that's kind of where we are with the laying hens. We have at least 15 roosters as well. And again, some of those are barn roosters, just regular barnyard roosters, while the other portion of those are also game roosters. Chickens were our first addition to the homestead when it comes to livestock and all of that, which, fun fact, for some reason, chickens are not considered livestock. Either way, we have a buttload of chickens, y'all, and they have been extremely beneficial to our family. The second addition that we brought onto the homestead was our pigs, Pedro and Earl. Pedro has doubled in size. He is just your classic pig, okay? He is almost about 8 months old now, and he still has a lot of growing to do. I will pop in a picture here or like a short little video so you guys can see. We also have another pig named Earl, and he is a cooney pig, which, for those of you who don't know much about livestock or pigs, don't feel bad. I didn't know much either. I still don't know much. I am learning and growing in my livestock knowledge every day, okay? But a cooney pig is essentially just a more friendlier, docile pig. They have shorter legs. They don't get as big, right? They like get wide like a pig, but their legs are super short. They have super long hair, cute floppy ears, absolutely adorable pigs, and they're super friendly. Earl loves the kids. The kids love Earl. They can feed him right out of their hands, and Earl will not try to bite them. Whereas most pigs, all they see is food they want to eat, right? Earl is not like that, and he is just the sweetest little piggy. He has also grown a great deal as well. We just put on a new addition to the pasture, and they're loving it. They're loving the extra property that they have to run now. We also have currently 6 different bunnies, okay? And the bunnies are so precious. Oh my gosh, they are so precious, you guys. We have a black and white bunny. We have a brown and white bunny, 2 solid white bunnies, and then we have a almost fully solid black bunny. They are so adorable, so precious. I will pop in some videos of them too. They are our latest addition to the homestead. And I want you guys to know the main goal and the main mission with a homestead is to be able to sustain your family. And that is our mission as well. But as it stands right now, all of the livestock on our land currently are pets. That has been the hardest part about homesteading, is differentiating, taking feelings out of the equation, because how can you take care of something and love something and watch it flourish and grow and not grow attached to it? I think it is a matter of perspective. Okay, like with my husband, I don't know, maybe it's just a band thing, I don't know, but it doesn't affect him to the same degree that it does me, and that is something I am still working on. But I did want to throw that out there because I have gotten that question in the past, if these are animals that we are raising essentially just to sustain our family for meat products, things of that nature. Granted, I want to be extremely transparent with you guys when I say that that is not always going to be the case. The whole point in having a homestead is to be able, again, I know I sound like a broken record, but it's to be able to sustain your family. It is not always easy. It is a lot of hard work. And that is something that I have learned in this past year, and I'm still learning, okay? Just being honest with you guys, but it definitely reaps so many benefits, and I feel extremely blessed to have this property and to have all of this space to be able to do what we want to do and to be able to build off of what we have already started to create. It is a beautiful thing. Majority of the property we have here is untouched property, which is such a blessing because it's literally like a blank canvas that you can do literally whatever you want to. As I stated before, we do have a new addition. We added on a new addition pasture that we're hoping by next spring is going to be full of livestock as well. And that's kind of where we're at. It took us a while to get into a routine of things, but we're getting there. And the animals are doing amazing. And I just wanted to answer that one question about their upbringing and what's going to become of them. The ones that are currently here on the property are mostly pets. We do also utilize some of them for breeding and bringing on new life. But that's where we're at. When it comes to the pigs, we want to add 2 more pigs because right now we have 2 male pigs. It just worked out that way. It just worked out that way, to be honest with you guys. So we're in the process of getting 2 females to go along with them. I could go on and on about it, but I don't want to make this first video back super duper long with like a ton of information. I just want to give you guys like a recap, if you will. This past summer, we did our first garden here on the homestead, did an herb garden with the girls. We did sage, oregano. What else did we do? Mint. We did mint. We also did corn, cucumbers, squash, peppers, cabbage, watermelon, pumpkins, green beans. Like, we did a little bit of everything this year. We have watermelons and pumpkins still growing as we speak, but we're still getting cucumbers and peppers and squash. I think that's what we are still currently getting. Throughout the summer, we were getting a buttload of tomatoes, and we really didn't even do that big of a garden this year. We wanted to kind of start off small. We're not first-time gardeners, but it is our first garden here on the homestead, and we wanted to just kind of start off small. It's kind of in different areas, to be honest with you. Like, we have our vegetable garden, then we have our herb garden, and it's all in the same vicinity. We also have blackberries and persimmons. We've got a couple of persimmon trees out there, which if you guys have not tried persimmons, you don't know what you're missing out on. You got to try it. Don't knock it till you try it. Our blueberries did so good this year. We did a lot of fruit salads with like blackberry, raspberries, blueberries mixed together. When it comes to that part of homesteading, I think we had a really, really good year, especially because here where I'm at in North Carolina, The weather was really weird this summer. The weather was different. And so, based off of that, the fact that we had a garden that did anything is just truly a blessing. And the fact that we are still reaping the benefits from that. Last but definitely not least, I'm sure some of you who are my A1s since day ones are wanting to know how the family's doing. The kids just started school back about 3 weeks ago now. We have my youngest who started kindergarten this year. And y'all, she is thriving. I knew she would. I knew she would. She is such a smart girl. She's killing it. She's absolutely killing it. She doesn't know a stranger. Everyone, she's befriended everybody. Her and my middle daughter actually got Queen of IXL last week, which is their computer program for each subject that they use for testing and things. And my youngest got Queen of IXL last week for math. And my middle daughter got Queen of IXL for her grade, which is fourth grade, for ELA, aka language arts. So they're killing it. And I'm so proud of them. She can already count to 100. She knows her ABC. She knows how to write her name. She knows how to read. Like, she can read. It's truly incredible. And for any mommies out there who have multiple children, maybe you can also attest to this. But I think, yes, of course, I've worked with her throughout the years, getting her prepared for this day. But what's really been super beneficial for her is having older siblings. They have just taught her so much. Her and my middle daughter play school together all the time prior to her starting school. As for my middle daughter, she's also doing incredible in her own right. Third grade was a little bit of a challenge for her. We ran across a few obstacles last year. My middle daughter is extremely shy. She's not one to like tell you when she needs help. She's not one to speak up for herself, which we're working on. We are working on that because, you know, like myself and her teachers and her therapist and everyone is trying to tell her, all you have to do is let us know and we will help you in any way we can. But if you don't tell us what's going on or how you're feeling or what you're struggling with, it's hard for us to just know. She has a lot of sensory issues and social issues that we've seen really come into play last year. So over the summer, we got her evaluated. We did an extensive evaluation. And literally just last week, we got the results back from that. So we just found out that our middle daughter has ADD. She also has high functioning autism and a math learning disability. Any of my parents out there who have went through this process, it's a process. And Lord of mercy, I had no idea how long of a process it actually is, but it is a process. And we're in the very beginning stages of that process. I still have a lot to learn. And I am doing so much research. I've joined a few support groups just to better help me as a parent, be the best parent I could be for her, to help advocate for her, to help her speak up for herself and help her when she doesn't feel comfortable doing so, you know what I mean? To speak up for her and make sure she's getting the treatment and the support and all the things that she needs. But we're getting answers, which is so pivotal for her because, like I said, we started noticing some challenges at the very end of second grade. And by third grade, it was just full blown with some of the challenges she was having, especially with her sensory and social issues. Those were the main things. And then academically, it was with math. Bless her heart. She definitely took after me. I am not good with numbers. I never have been, never will be. And she also struggles with math. So now that we have a better understanding and see based off of her testing and her IQ test and all of those things, she has a math learning disability. They said it could take 6 to 8 weeks because on the state end of things, they want to, this is like the foundation of everything, but then it takes that long of monitoring her, seeing it being consecutive for them to be able to approve her for a special class for math. That's where we're headed. It's just a process. Everything to do with all of this is a process. And I knew that, but I've never had to go through it. With my son, you know, I've been vocal about this in the past as well. He has ADHD and OCD. It was a very different process with him. It was still a process, do not get me wrong, but it was very different than this. When it comes to being on the spectrum, it's a very different process, I'm coming to find. That's what we're working on, and I'm so proud of her. She is doing incredible this year. She's working really hard, and I'm just proud of her. There's this saying that you're only as happy as your saddest child, or something like that. I probably butchered it, but it's something like that. And that is so, so, so true. Um, my daughter really had struggled not understanding what was going on in her brain, in her body. She felt different but didn't know why, and would get so, she does get so frustrated with herself. And it's devastating to watch your kid struggle like that and not be able to help them and don't know how to help them because you don't know what's going on. It is not fun. It is not easy. It has definitely been an uphill battle, but I think we're on the right track of getting on the other side of this. And I know it'll take time, but yeah, that's all I'm going to say about it. I could ramble on, but that's all I'm going to say about it. If you guys would please just keep her in your thoughts as she goes through these transitions and as we get her where she needs to be. And say a little thought for me too as I figure it all out, because it's been a lot. Last but not least is my oldest, who started 7th grade this year. He is really dedicated to band. That's his big thing in school that he has dedicated his time to. Last year, he played the trombone. He did amazing. He had lots of different concerts that we went to. They did a few plays that he was a part of. He really wants to dedicate, like that's his big thing that he wants to do throughout middle school and high school. And I'm totally supportive of that. This year, however, because they have so many trombone players, they wanted to kind of pick people out to try something else. They gave them the option. And a lot of people didn't want to switch instruments, but he was like, I'll do it. So this year he's actually learning the baritone, which I'll pop in a picture here. It's the big, huge horn with the little buttons on it. It's massive. It's going to take some getting used to seeing him with that, because he's going to be the only baritone player for the band this year. But he may just be one person, but I'm telling you, this horn is massive. It is massive. You only need one baritone player because this thing is loud, and it has been so fun listening to him practice and learn his little songs in there. It is so loud. You hear it all through the house. I think they have their first concert coming up, their fall concert, and he's super pumped about that. He's really been enjoying it. On top of that, he's also doing a couple of after school clubs that he enjoys as well. So he stays pretty busy. He's hitting an age, he's 12 years old now, going on 13. And he's hitting an age where he's becoming his own person, a little man, if you will. And I see it more and more every day, you guys. He has a literal mustache. Over the summer, I noticed he was growing a mustache and I couldn't believe it. I was like, he's completely outgrown me. He's taller than me by like at least 2 or 3 inches now. And he has a mustache, a whole ass mustache, you guys. I'm speechless. I don't even know how it happened, but it happened so freaking quickly. Him growing up, all of them growing up so freaking quickly. And now that they're all in school, I am like losing my mind because I have time now to do things for myself. And I haven't had time to do things for myself in over 12 years. So it's a very odd feeling. And it's one reason why I've decided to come back to YouTube and try to fill some of that time and use YouTube, as I always have, as an outlet to just chit chat with you guys and get back into it. I've missed y'all so much. There are no excuses. I have 1,000 excuses on why I haven't been here. I'm sure we'll get into those in later videos, but there is no excuses no more. There's no excuses. So I'm back, you guys. I'm back for real this time. For real this time. Bear with me. I'm very rusty. I said that this would be, I was hoping to make the goal under 10 minutes. And I really tried, and it's still 32 minutes long. I'm sure in editing, I'll be able to snip that down a little bit. And I still feel like I haven't touched everything that I wanted to touch, but what matters is that I'm doing good. Life is good. Today, I'm going to be trying to film for a couple of hours to really get some content piled up for you guys. I have so much I want to say about so much going on in the world right now on social media, multiple different topics. So please, please stay tuned. And I never say this, but I know I am like way out of the algorithm. So if you guys would, please like this video and comment down below. Let me know how you've been. Let me know how your summer was, how you're enjoying the beginning of fall here. Does it look like fall where you're at? Because it is just now starting to feel like fall. I know it's not fall yet, but the leaves are literally just now starting to change a little bit, and you can smell it in the air. Fall is one of my favorite times of years, if I'm being honest. And I just love the smell of fall. I love the weather, everything about the fall I'm obsessed with. So let me know what your favorite season is down below and how you're doing. I've missed y'all. Um, I know it's been a while, and I truly have missed you guys. I appreciate all of y'all who click on this video, who take the time to listen to my ramblings, because I know it can be a lot. And I am just glad to be back. I'm really, really glad to be back. Like I said, stay tuned because we have some more videos to come, my friends. And I will be sharing my thoughts and opinions on quite a few things. So if you are interested and you haven't already, please consider subscribing or resubscribing. If you was like, hey, this girl ain't been around in a year plus, I'm done, consider resubscribing. I'm going to try my best to make it worth your while, okay? And stay tuned for more content to come very, very soon. I appreciate y'all to the moon and stars. And until my next one, bye, you guys.